I've gotten a lot of requests and persons asking me how I set up my run and gun rig for my Panasonic Lumix S5iiX, and in this video I'm going to walk through my entire setup of my rig for my Lumix S5iiX, especially when I am out run and gunning handheld, and all the tools I use to get this entire rig together, every single thing, and explain how I put each item together and how they come together to make my rig cohesive. I'm Chevaughn Beckford, and let's dive right into this video. First off, let's start with the Panasonic Lumix S5iiX. So right here we have the standalone Panasonic Lumix S5iiX without any lens or anything attached to it, and we're gonna go right ahead and add my tilter half cage first. So right here I have the Panasonic Lumix S5iiX. I have the tilter half cage, the little part here to hold on to the half cage to mount it to the S5iiX, and I have the main screw to put in the quarter thread on the bottom, my screwdriver with the hex sizing to get the little thing right here, and also my battery. You need to ensure that you put your battery in, well I do, before I get everything else set up for this camera. I won't be using any external power source because I want this to be as light as possible for run and gun. Then I go right ahead and slide the half gauge on to my Lumix S5. Make sure everything is perfectly lined up, feels snugged. Yeah, there you go. Hear that little click. And then I'm gonna go right ahead, take this little screwdriver tool thingy here off, get the quarter screw, put it in to the bottom like that, and tighten it. Get it nice and snugged because you want to make sure your camera is secured in this thing. You don't have to mount this little thing right here all the time, but as a safety precaution, I always tend to keep mine mounted, even though it takes a little extra time to get it mounted in place. But it's better to be safe than sorry. All right, that's mounted on there. And there you go. This is my S5iiX in the half cage. Now, time to add the top handle. Let's go. Now for the top handle, I will be using the newer top handle, and also I'll be leaving everything in my description to my Amazon list where you guys can pick up all the items I will be listing here. So I'm gonna go right ahead, this little hex tool that came with the top handle, to install it. That was pretty nice of them to add the tool so I don't have to use mine, just in case I don't have one. Now with that little tiny plate added to the top handle, you're gonna go right ahead and snap the top handle in place. Make sure it's loose so it clips right in place. To install the top handle after screwing in the plate on the top right here, you're gonna take the top handle and slide it in like this. And then once it's in place, you're gonna find the sweet spot for you. I normally aligned mine right above the hot shoe. Make sure it's perfectly aligned over it. And once it's aligned, I then go and tighten it. I use the hot shoe as my reference point to align it, to make sure the weight is evenly distributed. And we're a good distance in. Look at that. We have our top handle, and the next thing I want to do is go ahead and add my side handle, which I normally use my left hand to hold. Let's go. So now with the top handle on, I'm gonna go right ahead and mount my small rig side handle. I have two of these, but I mainly use the one for the left side. I mount it right here onto the quarter thread on the side, and make sure it's all snugged, you know, to add some extra grip to the camera while shooting, and to also make sure the weight is evenly distributed in case you're using some heavy lenses. And you're going to use the hex tool to tighten it some more, make sure it's secure, and yeah, there we go. We have our side handle on the camera. That looks a bit crooked, hold on. Yeah. the hex tool, loosen it, then tighten it, go back around, tighten it, there we go, perfectly straight. Yeah, perfect. And now I'm gonna go right ahead and add my lens before I add anything else. Let's go. So depending on the shooting scenario, I use a variety of different lenses, but in this case I will be using my 24mm Sigma DNDG contemporary lens because I like the size of it, I like the look. It has a very distinct look to it. It has a manual aperturing with haptic feedback, I like that. Manual autofocus switch, and the focus mounter is really nice. It's not too stiff, it's not too free. I just love this lens, and 24mm is one of my favorite focal length. So I'm gonna go right ahead and snap this baby on. It's f2, it's a prime, and as I mentioned before, I love it. So I go right ahead, snap it on, just like that. And I use an ND filter if I'm shooting outdoors 90% of the time. So I'm going to go right ahead. I use a step-up ring because my ND filter is 82mm in diameter, but the lens is only 62mm. So I use this step-up ring to step it up so I can use my ND filter across all my lenses instead of buying a bunch of different ND filters. It saves a lot on money that way. Add my step-up ring, then I go right ahead, add my ND filter, and there you go. And this is the KNF Concept Nano X ND filter, and it's a 2-in-1 CPL filter and ND, from ND2 to ND32. I love this thing. I have had it for over 4 years now, so that says a lot about this filter. It's not too expensive and it's not too cheap, it's just right. Now I'm going to go right ahead and add my SSD for recording to my external SSD, and also my top phone clamp to hold my phone in place to use my phone as an external monitor. Let's go. For external recording, I use the Samsung T5 SSD that provides decent speeds for recording the various codecs that the Lumix S5iiX has to offer, and also has good enough storage to provide a decent amount of recording time for my recording needs, especially if I'm going to be doing a full day's worth of shooting or long documentary music video type of shoots that requires a lot of storage that would deem a quite large quantity of SD cards. So instead of using 4 128 gigabytes, I just use one 1 terabyte SSD card. And I use the small rig T5 holder to hold my SD card, my SSD, I keep mixing it up, in place, and I tighten here first, this one right here, and then I get the cable, plug one end into the SSD, then tighten the port so the port doesn't unplug unexpectedly and stays secure. Now once I have the cable secure up here to the SSD, do a little tug test, all secured. I try to run it around here from the back and then plug it in here and plug it in here so you have a better grip when recording, so the cable isn't anywhere here to mess with your arm. And we're almost there. It's looking pretty good right now, looking really nice. Wow. Try to turn it on. Nice. No SD card, of course, there's none inside. And this is what it looks like so far. If you can see, it's pretty balanced. Like, it's not tilting too much to one side. Now I'm gonna go right ahead and add the top handle to add my phone, which I normally use as my external monitor. So for my smartphone clamp holder, this is the clamp that came with the DJI Ronin RSC2. I use it occasionally to hold my phone whenever I'm shooting because it has a 1/4 thread right here to mount on a tripod, and it also has the cold shoe slot right here to slide in to the front of the top handle like this. Then I go right ahead and tighten it there nice and snug. And then I'm going to add my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, which has an amazing QHD display, which makes a really nice external monitor. Go ahead and clamp the phone in. And there you go. Phone is clamped in. I have my external monitor. Let's go and add the finishing touch to this setup, my microphone and my SD card. Install my SD card. There. And I have this metal bracket right here that I use. I got it somewhere, I don't know where exactly I got it, but it came in pretty useful for this specific setup. In case I don't want to use my wireless mic system, I can mount my shotgun microphone from Movo. You know, sometimes you don't want to get wireless mic recording and you don't want to use an internal microphone on the camera. So this captures decent audio if you're not doing anything too direct, but you want to get environmental noise and talking and whatnot, but you don't want to get too much in the shot for whatever it is you're going to do with it. This will get the job done pretty well. So to mount it, since my phone is already where it would go normally, I use this little metal bracket right here and I mount it right here on this quarter thread right here. So I go right ahead, screw it in place. There you go, nice and snug. And then the microphone has a cold shoe down here. I go right ahead and slide it in place, and then I tighten it, and there you go, it's snugged in place. Go right ahead, go down and plug the aux cable into the microphone jack, and there you go, there you have it. Now this is my Panasonic Lumix S5 Extreme run and gun setup. Boost image stabilization, boost recording capabilities with my external SSD, and using an external monitor, my phone with the Lumix Sync app, my Movo shotgun microphone so I don't have to use my internal microphone, and ND filter, 24mm lens. And yeah, if you guys want to see anything more specific about this video, feel free to leave a comment below and I will walk you guys through anything specific in a video or reply to you in the comment. And yeah, this is how I do it. I'm Chevaughn Beckford, and if you found this video interesting, feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe button so I can continue making more videos like these. And also leave a comment, as I mentioned before, on your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll leave a link in the description to most, if not all, of the things I've used in this video, so if you see something you like and want to try it out, you can try it out. Remember, your rig is your personal taste, it's not written in stone, so feel free to try whatever it is you please that makes your rig comfortable to you. Bye!